Welcome to Unselfishly Me, a podcast all about self-love, self-care, and everything in between. I'm Jane, a personal trainer with a focus on self-love. Each week, we'll be chatting to someone about their self-love journey, how long it took, and what it took to get there. Hello, everyone. I have taken a small break from doing podcasts. I've been meaning to actually chat to someone, and I just haven't had the time, to be honest, to actually record and to have guests on. I've got so many people like thinking of interviewing them, but it's just life in general. We've had some sadness losing our Boston Terrier, and I just have not felt like doing anything talky, to be quite honest. But it's so interesting how, if you're into astrology or if you're not, there's this thing called your solar return that you can do with an astrologer. And I have two astrologer friends. You would have heard me talk about them before, Expat Astrologer and Luna Fanula. And so I have my solar return chart, and I write down what date and what to focus on and things, and that's based on astrology. And it's the second year I've written it down on my desktop planner, and it is so accurate because as soon as it hits, so this month is all about focusing on the 10th house, shining and being seen and being visible. And as soon as it hit that date, like I felt like I came out of a cloud and I wanted to start talking and doing stories on, with my face and everything. So here we are. It's been a week now that I've actually felt like doing stuff, and I just had to find my feet again. So today I just wanted to do a very short little POWcast talking about something that I've been feeling for quite a few months now, probably like 6 months now. And that's when you are feeling lost, just feeling lost, feeling confused, feeling as if you actually don't know your place in the world. And I am going through that right now. So I just wanted to shed some light on that and talk about it and bring it up just in case you are feeling the same way as well. Doesn't mean that you have to move across the world to feel this. It doesn't mean that you have to make some huge life choice and life change to feel this. You could feel it literally at the same job, in the same space, in the same house, in the same city. It could be the mundane that's making you feel lost, that you are doing the same thing over and over and over. Then you have people like me who've moved countries, who've essentially lost their community, the community they live in, the community of friends, the community of supporters, that buy the products, that book the events, that came to my retreats and my workshops. The people that I just know from doing Secret Sunrise and the dancers and the regulars and people in the coffee shops that are regulars and the baristas and that kind of community as well. So it's not that you have to move across the world to feel like you are feeling lost in your life and lost in your community and that you've lost things. You could still be in your own home doing all the things that you always do and feeling lost and confused and maybe uninspired. Maybe you are feeling as if you want to be creative, but you just don't have the chance and the creative outlet to do it. So I have been feeling very lost this year since I moved. I think, everyone always goes, well, the grass isn't greener on the other side. And it's not. It is greener where you water it. That is a true saying. But at the same time, moving does expand you in ways that you cannot even explain. Like you are stretched to your absolute limits mentally, financially, spiritually. You are just so completely pushed out from that you do not feel like yourself at all. Like there are aspects of me that feel the same, and there's so many aspects of me that have grown already, and I feel like I'm like 5 years ahead of where I was, just in maturity and just in life in general. Like I don't feel like that with work, to be honest. Like I feel like I've gone 10 years back starting from scratch, trying to find new clients here, trying to find new community here, and then also at the same time feeling as though I've been forgotten at home, that I am not worth supporting anymore. But I'm like out of sight, out of mind. So I'm not being supported as much as I was online, with online sales and online events. Even when I was in Durban, I was still being supported online in general with other people. other cities and things like that. My products, I just feel like haven't been bought as much as they were before. I do know we're going through like a worldwide recession and everyone's feeling it. I know, I am too. But this has happened over and over and over. Like we always have these recessions and dips, and I do feel like when my energy was there, it was much better, even when we were having harder times. So yeah, it's been quite challenging, and like self-worth wise, I really have battled. I won't lie. I need to do a whole episode on the 40th, turning 40 and how I felt with that. But yeah, I just feel it has affected my self-worth in some ways and my self-esteem, that I have had to work on myself and do some of my own work and my own pep talks and my own affirmations and to pull me out of that funk. Like I do know that I'm worthy of greatness, and I do know that I'm worthy of financial success and support and all those things. But it's to say that I also feel lost sometimes, and I also go through these things. And even though I know better and I know how to come out of them, it doesn't mean that I don't experience what you experience. So just also know that the people that you think are your gurus or whatever you want to call, um, and that you're inspired by, are inspired by you as well, because you are also uplifting them and you are sending them positive messages. And you know, whoever you are inspired by, they are inspired by you and inspired by other people as well. That we don't think we know everything. We don't think that we are finished learning and growing, and we are all able to learn on a daily basis. So if you are feeling lost right now, just know that you're not alone. I don't know my place in the world. I don't know how much I'm meant to push at home still. I don't know how much I'm meant to push here. I was doing really well with in-person yoga here, and then it started raining nonstop, and then I had to move to a studio, so I had to increase my prices, which led me to getting less people and less bookings and doing one class in 3 weeks. So that was very, like, I felt like really not rejected but like dejected, like really like negative about that. So I actually got an amazing opportunity with a corporate here to do a Secret Sunrise event. It was a full day. It was very exhausting. It was like 6 hours and just nonstop, like being on, being like the happy dancey crazy girl and leading people and holding space for people. And I was physically and mentally and energetically drained afterwards. Um, but the money was really good, and in Durban, we would make way more than that if we had done a full day of rotations like that. But it's just me here, and getting into a company, you really have to start low. So it's a great opportunity, and I felt so good. Like I felt so seen, and I honestly felt like, oh, this is me. I'm back in my jam. Like this really felt really good for me, and I was like, this is where I'm meant to be. This is what I'm meant to do. Uplifting people, getting them out of their comfort zone, getting them to vibrate at a higher level, getting them into like this happy space that can create change for them, and to find their inner light again, and to give them permission to be great and to be seen and heard and take up space in this world. And I was like, this is what I'm meant to be doing, like on the right path. I need to do more of these, reach more people in this way, and that can lead to other things. So I actually stopped doing the yoga now. I've just said I'm going to have a break, especially because we're going into winter and it's very wet here. But I'm going to do like workshops and events as I go, like as I build a little bit more community. I need at least like a pool of 50 people, I think, that I can send it out to that want to come to things, that I could have like at least 10 people in a yoga class. So yeah, that's where I am. I was feeling really good, and then I started feeling really lost. And then last week I had this amazing day and I started feeling really good again. And so that's my focus, and I think I'm going to focus on that. And I do miss the yoga already. I really want to do it, but I think I'm going to do online, like a live online class once a week or twice a month or something. And then I can do it for everyone, and I can be seen and I can see you. That's also what is feeling amazing. I also did my self-love sweat club, which I love. I love creating the content for it. So I'm just going to keep pushing that as well. And the beauty is that it's self-paced and it can be done anywhere in the world. So also really accessible, and getting to shine a light on the aspects of ourselves that we need to work on, and that we need to make time for ourselves. So I really hope that I can keep doing that because I really love it. And I've pitched to a corporate to do a corporate version as well for their staff, like a monthly membership kind of thing. So I really hope that that goes through as well, because I really enjoy creating this content. And yeah, I think my career and the work that I do is always really important to me. That's in my astrology and in my human design, and it just like really lights me up. So it's really important for me to be able to feel abundant, even if it's not money wise, just feel abundant and feel good about the work that I'm doing, and being seen in that way. And that's where I'm feeling like I haven't been feeling like that lately. I'm missing my friends, I'm missing my family, I'm missing my actual house, my home. I'm missing all those things, and the familiarity of home, and the familiarity of my events, and the venues, and they're so spacious, and there's so much space in South Africa, and here it's like really small, and there's no space to do things, and coffee shops don't have like this amazing extra room where you can just kind of do an event and then have coffee afterwards. Like, I'm feeling a bit stifled in that way creatively, but things will get better and things will flow, and I'm hoping that I can find those venues. I mean, here it's probably gonna have to be hotels, and they charge fortunes, so hopefully I can find some open-minded people that I can collab with. But yeah, from feeling very, very lost and confused, I think the best thing to do, and what I've had to do, is really like go within and go quiet and ask myself what I really want, ask myself what I need, and then focus on those things that I want and write them down. So I've been doing gratitude journaling every morning. I write it in a certain way. So I've got a principle on my website if you want to purchase that you download and print yourself. And it really does help to get clear on what you want so you can manifest it as well. Is, being grateful for what you already have, but then also writing it as if you've already got it. So I've been manifesting things that way, and then getting really clear on what I want, like what I need. Okay, what do I want? What I've realized is I want to work, make more money, but work less. I think that's what everyone wants, isn't it? But also be smart and intentional with my time. So I've really had to think about that. Like, am I going to do this yoga? It's such a slog asking who's coming, who's going to book, who's doing this. Is anyone going to book? Oh no, okay, no one's going to book. Okay, I'm going to cancel that. And having to book with someone. My dream is to open my own studio next year, to be able to do all the things that I do and all the events and everything. Then I won't mind, because I'll be there working anyway. And if there's no one books for the class, then I'm just going to record content. Whereas now having to book the space, it's very time consuming. So I'm really trying to niche down on that and to use my time wisely to, am I going to slog it out and try and book and then teach for 2 people when I can sit on my couch and push on Instagram posting and sell a legacy book or a journal or a yoga program online, and be intentional engaging with my community on social media. So it's just things like that I've really had to sit and ask myself, and just get clear on, and start posting more and start engaging more and start doing the things. I hate selling. So for me, pushing on Instagram and to sell. That's what I was also doing with the yoga. Now here, it's my worst. So if I can rather find something meaningful and what people want and what people need, which is a lot of online stuff, workshops, and creating that is where I'm at now. And I think that's where I shine, is helping people feel better about themselves. So just keep on that path and keep trying to do events and things that can help people in that way. So corporate for me right now is definitely the way to go. I did a corporate talk for a South African company as well. So online. So it really is where I shine, and I need to focus on that. So if you're feeling lost, just sit quietly and ask yourself what you want and what you need. Like, what are steps that you can take today that can get you closer to that? What is one simple thing that you can do to get you just to the tip of that iceberg that you need to get to? So if you're feeling lost, I'm sending love. I know how to feel. If you're feeling lost, send me a DM on Instagram at unselfishly, and let's chat about it. Let's see how I can give you one sentence of inspiration that can lead you into finding yourself again. I hope that you have a happier week.
Thanks for listening to Unselfishly Me. Follow us on Instagram at unselfishlyme, and check out our website www.unselfishlyme.com.